Want to be a great shooter? The secret is simple. Keep watching and I'll reveal it. Today I'm going to show you how to own your shot mechanics and apply them in real games right away. Let's get it. What's the secret to becoming a great shooter? It's simple. This might be the simplest and easiest thing you've ever heard, and I'm okay if it confuses you when you first hear it. What you have to do is learn how to keep your forearm, wrist, and hands still as you're building your shot. That's it. Why is it confusing, you might ask? Sounds simple, it is. But when we shoot, we're wayward a lot of times. Wayward meaning we go left, we go right, and we go into all these mechanical changes. But if you notice, I said be still. If you notice, I'm not still. At the end of the shot, I'm using my shoulder, I'm not using my legs. I have too many variables going on that I have to overcompensate. Now we make shooting complicated. No, simple. Keep your forearm, wrist, hand still until you build your shot. The key is you must drive your elbow up. Look at these pictures from elite shooters. What did all those pictures have in common? They were still. And also, their elbow was over their shoulder. It wasn't below, it was above. This is the easiest part of shooting. Why? Because what does this resemble? It resembles a dribble. Freeze, that's your shot. When I realized that my dribble mechanics, freeze, is the same as my shot mechanics, my game changed. Because I then started learning how to shoot with both hands. Because if I can dribble with my right hand, I can shoot with my left hand because it's the same motion in a different direction, up to down. That's the game changer. And I'm gonna teach you right now how to be still and trust your shot mechanics to own them and then get in the zone with them. Let's go. Let's get right to the practice. Forearm shooting, different style. We're not gonna hide a hand. We're gonna put both hands on the ball and we're gonna get into that position you saw from SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Elbow was up above shoulder. All he has to do now is flick the wrist to click, lock out the elbow. Say flick to click. Put flick to click in the comment sections. We're gonna work on flicking and clicking. When you click, you lock out your elbow. Now your arm is on one plane. And that's the key to owning your shot mechanics. The flick must be an over-exaggeration. 4 fingers you want going down. You don't want your hands going to the side. That's overcompensation that you're gonna have to add. We just wanna flick in this posture right here. It's gonna feel uncomfortable, awkward, all those things, I'm with you, okay? All I wanna do is flick my wrist, and naturally, I'm gonna get an arc. When I flick my wrist, I'm not just going straight out. See, that's hand-induced. That's why we shoot flat. You have to flick your wrist, and naturally when you flick your wrist, look at that natural loft I'm getting. I don't want an artificial loft. We want a loft, an arc that gets the elbow above the eyebrows. See, I flick, I click, lock out. Now the ball must ride in that same manner. Flick, click. I want you making 10 shots from 5 different spots close range. This is 1 spot, here's 2, this is 3, 4, and 5. So we're gonna make 50 of these. Again, elbow over shoulder, slightly up, forearm still, working on the flick to clicks. And now I'm back with designing the shot. Now, if you're left-handed, same concept. Elbow above your shoulder, work on the flicks to turn over and stay still. As what we're doing a backwards design. We're beginning with the end of the shot in mind. Okay? I want you making 50 of those. Okay, now, we've worked on the flick to clicks, natural arc, beginning with the end in mind. Now we lower the pocket to what we call a tuck shot. Now my elbow is to my side. My shot side is my guide to help me go up. And again, when we do this, I want to drive my elbow up. Now look at that formation I talked about. My forearm, wrist, and hand is still. It's right where it needs to be in a 90-degree formation. Now, what I want to trust once I drive my elbow up is just my flick and my click. I want to lock out my elbow. That's the clicking. So that same formation I showed you, if you see that L, and watch when I dribble this basketball. The reason the ball returns to my hands quickly, because I'm still, and all I'm doing is driving down my elbow. My forearm, wrist, and hand is constant in one motion. I'm not going out, I'm not going in, my elbow is tucked. So the same concept we apply to shooting. Tuck your elbow, drive up your elbow until your elbow gets to your shoulder. Then all you simply do is turn over. And that, my friends, is how we shoot and own our shot mechanics. Another thing I want you to understand, a shot is a hard skill. A hard skill is a skill that is robotic-like. And what I mean by robotic is you want to repeat that same shot formation over and over and over. That's how you own your shot mechanics. I got that term hard skill from Daniel Coyle. The book is called The Little Book of Talent. He talks about understanding the hard skills of sports. And in hard skill, again, is robotic-like, and the concept to hard skills is ABC, always be consistent. That's how you own your shot mechanics. A hard skill is something we can see as well. You can see me do this, you can repeat it. That's why I love coaching and teaching, because once you learn the hard skill of shooting, then you can shoot any shot that you want and how you want, because you've owned your shot mechanics. I never really jump on my shots, and it's never been a problem for me because I've learned how to own my shot mechanics by really mastering the hard skills. So shout out to Daniel Coyle for that tip. Whether I'm doing it with my right hand or left hand, I've mastered the hard skill. So again, shout out to Daniel Coyle, The Little Book of Talent. I highly recommend you read that book, okay? So again, once you make your 50, I want you to now go out and tuck and really test out that theory. Staying tucked, drive your elbow up, don't move forearm, wrist, hand. Once you get elbow over shoulder, flick, lock out, click. Hold your follow through for 2 seconds and watch your results. I want you going now, mid-range shots, making 5 around the perimeter. Total of 25 makes. Left-handers, same concept. Get up to the top, let the basketball go. Flick the clicks. Once you've practiced it, you feel very confident and comfortable. Now we test it into game shots, game spots, game speeds. Let's go. Okay, now, first round of game shots, game spots, game speeds, GS3 shots, is pretend you was on a fast break. What I want you doing is throwing the ball ahead of you. I want you sprinting after it, get into a great shooting position, lift up and knock down the shot. Okay, I want you making 10 on the right side, 10 on the left side. Just catch and shoot. Making sure that you're driving your elbow up first. And once you drive your elbow up, again, the forearm, wrist, and hands being still, flick that wrist and hold it, okay? Those are fast break shots, right side, left side. Then let's go into master in the mid-range, right? Say on the flash cut, I want you to spin the ball. I want you to learn how to lift up and hold that follow through for 2 seconds. Why 2 seconds, Coach Charlie? Here's why. Every shot we take, inside out, takes up to 2 seconds to get to the basket. Again, own your mechanics, own your shooting zone, right? So flash cuts, give me 10 of those on the right, 10 of those on the left. Last round, I want you shooting the 3. okay? You have 3-point range. You can shoot a 3. Ever watch your player dominate in practice or freeze under pressure in games? You know they got the skills, but when the game's on the line, doubt creeps in. At Attack Basketball Academy, we develop confident, resilient players who just don't play the game, they own it. And now we're unlocking exclusive access to the blueprint that makes it happen. Our exclusive guide isn't just drills, it's a complete system for skyrocketing game time confidence, sharpening basketball IQ, and building skills that last a lifetime on and off the court. Confidence isn't given, it's grown and developed. And at Attack Basketball Academy, we don't follow trends, we set them. So don't delay, download the guide, and join us at attacking the game with a complete new mindset.